You're a reverse robber. You break into people's home and leave stuff to confuse families. What things do you leave? Submitted by Uncle_Donk. A little mint on their pillows. A single Vaseline-covered watermelon in the bathtub. Chargers that don't match any of their electronics. Stuff I stole from the previous house. You never run out of items. My cooking pots once cloned themselves. When we once had one of each type, we suddenly had two identical pots of each. Turns out my in-laws got new pots and decided to give us their old ones by secretly leaving them in our cupboard. That was really confusing. Light bright, and everyone gets a different picture. I'd place Tupperware in random parts of the house. Each house would get a second-hand self-help book left on the back of the toilet. A remote control. Someone broke into my garage once. Didn't take any of my good tools. Or anything at all. Left a decent flashlight. I was pretty confused. I try to find out what sports teams they are a fan of. Whatever it is, I place jerseys of their rival team in their closets. Pennies. Just get thousands of pennies and hide them all around the house. They open a container in the fridge and find pennies. They look under their pillow and find pennies. They find pennies in their shoes. The possibilities are endless. My old coworker actually had nosy neighbors call the cops on him once when he went to a house to do some electrical. Customer gave him a lockbox code, so he let himself in. He was on his third trip bringing materials in when the cops showed up. While one looked over his invoice and tried to get in touch with the customer, the other kept asking him what he took from the house. And my coworker just said, "I must be the absolute worst thief because I just hauled about $2,000 worth of materials inside." The cops couldn't get in touch with the customer, so they hung around for a while. Dude just got to work and they left. TL. Doctor, my coworker reversed burgled a new electrical panel. I would leave really nice but also creepy notes on their dinner table. Something like, "You did great today. Keep it up. You never know who's watching." A single egg on a table. Painted gold. Little rubber ducks hidden all over the place. Break in every couple of weeks and add more. Watch as the family descends into insanity because they can't figure out where all the ducks are coming from this year. If I'm being an ass, I'd leave another woman's jewelry or something in the master bedroom this year. If I'm being helpful, I'd want to be year-round Santa. Little Timmy's been wanting a bike. What? The family woke up to a new bike in the living room with a fancy-ass bow on it. Been craving some pizza lately? What? Who put the DiGiorno's in the oven? Ding dong. Who's there? There's a delivery guy with an extra-large Supreme with a 2-liter Coke. Been struggling to pay the bills? Why is there $10K in cash inside a man's mouth in the freezer with a note attached on careful disposal instructions? Edit. A word. My children. 300 boxes of off-brand cereal and new fridge magnets. Identical couches, but they'd be brand new straight from the store. No wear. New smell. Bright new colors. Mind F asterisk 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 K. Positive pregnancy test. Replace one photo in each room with a picture of Danny DeVito. Leave them an entire Christmas tree. Put presents under it, and leave some half-eaten milk and cookies. In February, with a note that says, "Sorry, ho ho ho, I was a bit delayed. Oh ho ho ho, hope you enjoy a late, ho ho ho, Christmas." Quote. Single socks in every single drawer. Put beer in the fridge. Replace all the fire alarm batteries. And replace all the light bulbs with energy-efficient fluorescent bulbs. Post-it notes on dirty objects that say, "Clean me." If they own a cat, I am shitting in the litter box. I would just put more gas in people's cars. Here's a few ideas. Swap which side their door hinges are on so they swing the other way. On any switch panel that has multiple switches, switch around the wiring so switches control different lights. Swap all their lights in each room to be a few steps brighter or dimmer than what they have. Make sure there's variety. Dimmer rooms and brighter rooms. Those really hard to beat puzzles. But only one. Put it somewhere they cannot ignore it. Inside is a small flash drive. All the flash drive has on it is never gonna give you up. A single chip. Just one potato chip right smack in the center taped to the TV. Let them be confused. I would put an extra key on the key ring and an extra key in the junk drawer. I would leave really long spoons in their silverware drawer. Teeth under their pillow. Reverse tooth fairy. Deliciously creepy for an adult. Break into people's houses. Steal one page out of a book. Repeat 200 or so times. Paste random pages into its own book. Put that book in someone's house. Boiled cabbage in every sink and toilet. Someone did this to me a year ago. Woke up one morning to find a bag of crystal meth on my dining room table. Nothing was taken. Confused and scared the shit out of me. Called police. Searched house. Found nothing. My door was actually locked. How they got in I don't know. Honestly, I'd love to get like real shitty 10x10 tapestries and hang them right where the TV was and leave a burning incense stick on the TV shelf. Just really fuck with their chakra. Lego figurines randomly around the house, in the cupboard holding a tiny cup. Bathroom holding a Q-tip. Bookshelf holding a tiny book ECT. Forged adoption paperwork under the kids' pillows. I would leave a key on their dining table. With a note, find me and open me. I'd hide a small box somewhere in the house that can be opened with that key. Inside the box is another key and note that says, find the final piece and complete the puzzle before it's too late. The trick is there isn't a final piece. They'd scramble around the house looking for it. I would probably leave really nice clothing in their closet. Bring high-dollar kitchen appliances and food. But before I left I'd paint their door a different color. I would leave tiny rubber ducks in the most random spots. Imagine this: you're cleaning behind your toilet and boom, rubber duck. Wondering why your printer doesn't work? That's because I replaced your ink cartridges with rubber ducks. A note saying, sorry. Presents under a tree. A draft horse. I break into people's minds and leave them with a lasting sense of happiness and well-being. 3.5 empty toilet rolls on the counter near the toilet in the least used toilet. A big pizza on their roof. Half-eaten jugs of toothpaste. Christmas presents. But it's like June. This legit happened to me. My old car had manual locks that I forgot to lock one night. I came out in the morning and it had been rifled through. Nothing was taken, but as I was putting stuff away I found a cheap pair of aviator sunglasses. It didn't belong to any of my friends and I had no idea where else it could have come from. Like a year later I did the same thing. New car but same parking spot. Manual locks again that I forgot to lock. Again I came out to the car and saw it had been rifled through but nothing was taken. And as I was putting things away I found a pair of cheap lime green knockoff Ray-Ban glasses. I got hit by the sunglass bandit twice. A bag of dog food. A bag of treats and a dog toy with a note that says, you should get a shelter dog today. Switch all their family photos with me in it, just like Asian Jim in The Office. Wipe nacho cheese underneath all the chairs and couches so it smells and they can never find the source. Chocolate. IKEA directions. Santa Claus is just a reverse robber, really. A single jigsaw puzzle piece. Replace all their toilet paper with shitty, one-ply, one-step above sandpaper versions. In a neighborhood, swap out family pictures from one house to another. Creep factor 10. I would break in and set up an entire wall's worth of melee weapons. Swords, mauls, spears, axes etc. I'd leave a single note inside a box left on a stool in the middle of the room that says exactly what you ordered. You'd better hold up your side of the bargain. Just cheese. I'm a reverse robber, so I reckon I should return stuff to Themis. I'll go through their garbage and put back stuff they threw away. Those old tennis shoes you wanted gone, neatly back beside your door every morning after garbage day. Take pictures of them when they're out at events or on vacation or whatever. Have them framed and place them in the house in appropriate places. They probably won't notice them right away, but when they do, nobody will have any idea who took the pictures or framed them. This will confuse them to the point of questioning their sanity. Flat Earth t-shirts. Myself. Hello, new family. I am very nice. A piano, and a hammock cause fuck it. I straight up just leave shopping carts in there. It would be fun to leave a big stack of cash and then follow them in the morning. And wow, there are a lot of turds being left by others. Weird. 90s TVs, while wearing a TV. Just subtly change things to get them paranoid. Greater than. There are, indeed, such things as anti-crimes. In accordance with the fundamental law that everything in the multiverse has an opposite. They are, obviously, rare. Merely giving someone something is not the opposite of robbery. To be an anti-crime, it has to be done in such a way as to cause outrage and/or humiliation to the victim. So there is breaking and decorating, proffering with embarrassment, as in most retirement presentations, and whitemailing, as in threatening to reveal to his enemies a mobster's secret donations. For example, to charity. Anti-crimes have never really caught on.